There it is, folks. I ordered this in a very small 20 amp charge controller, and I'm planning on having a charge controller for each one of my 2 panels. That way, if one of them fails, I could actually wire them together. But they're only the controllers that I ordered. They got pretty high praise for people that reviewed them. Same way with this. So for just a little less than $100 on Amazon, I was able to get this 100-watt solar panel and a controller for about $100. That's pretty cheap. Well, if it's not broken. Let me open it up and see. Well, my other solar panel came. I don't like that. So it weighs 17 pounds. Made in Vietnam. Well, I'm gonna open it up and see. Let's hope nothing's wrong with it. Box. It's getting late in the afternoon. I'm not going to start this project. I'm leaving for the weekend, so we'll have to wait till next week. Well, it got whacked hard enough to dent this. Let's see if it screwed anything up. Doesn't seem to be any damage. Guess time will tell. Well, at least it's about the same size as my rich. So I'm hoping it'll fit beside it. Find out. Model NIPA 100-12. .66 amps. Operating voltage 17.68. I don't know, man. Looks the same to me. Okay, I'm plugging it in here to my meter. Sun on, I'm getting 22.4. Set the record straight here. These solar panels I put up here, one on the left is a rich solar panel, and it is from India. The one on the right is a new power. That's what it says. And it is from Vietnam. New power. Rich. First one I bought, second one I purchased. Both from Amazon. Later on, I found out that I could get the other rich solar. Walmart.com sold them. But I just happened across that, so too late then. I already had this one. It's okay. This way I can compare the two. So that's what's up there. 100 watts each. Okay, so that's what it looks like from the back. You see my carrier back there for my spare tire, and also from bicycle, e-bike actually. I'll get a close-up here of it. I bought that one first. I liked it. I went to order another one. They didn't have them anymore, so I went ahead and ordered this one. I've checked them out. They're both going to the same place. I have a 30 amp controller on that one. I have a 20 amp controller on that one. Again, I wanted to order another 20 amp controller. They were out of them. I bought a 30 amp for $2 more. So the output going to the battery is almost identical on a sunny day. Right now we're probably getting nothing because I got them bolted. What I really like about this, for one thing, it takes up very little room, but I can clean it. I could clean it daily without crawling up on top of the camper. There's something, I noticed that green wire. I got it in my head that I needed to ground this system. So I went ahead and ran that wire down to the frame and made sure that it was all tied in the negative of the battery. I wired it up with number, I know what you guys are going to say. I bought some 40-foot extension cords. This is really good, tough stuff. And it's got number 14 wire in it. It's got an extra wire in it because it came with 3 wires. I really needed 2. So I decided if I seen some kind of loss, I don't think I am, then I can always use that 3rd wire and actually double up on it, which will give me a really strong signal. But for 200 amps, 100 amp on, the most I'm going to get through here is 100 amps. I mean 100 watts. So that would be like 8 amps. But I don't think I'm ever going to get that. Not even 8 amps, because really it comes out of here at 22, 23 volts. So at 23 volts, it's only 5 amps. Put all the wire, I've got it all in where I can't damage it, pulling it through the weeds and stuff that I go through, trees, wind. So let's go around here. You don't need to see my camper. You can see the inside though. It's still kind of messy, but so it comes down, comes underneath the camper. I've got it coming up through the floor and wired into these 2 controllers right here. Let me turn on the lights. Wired into these controllers. This one's the ladder one. That's the 30 amp. That's the 20 amp. I didn't even realize I was ordering a different one. Just thought the price went up. Got them from the same place. I like them because they have these little USB charging points, and these 2 over here, you can actually get your 12 volts off of them. And I'm planning on someday maybe putting in one of those the 12 volt outlets like you have in your car, because sometimes people get in here and they don't have all they have is the wire coming from their car, okay, the charger. And if I leave and I don't really want to run 120 volts if I can help it. So anyway, we got these 2 connections. The wires come in underneath. If you look, you can see my ugly. Whoops. Okay, does the phone still work? Alright, here you can see my wires coming up out of this cabinet. I've got them all tied back so that nothing can touch them inside. The first 2 on the left hand side are the ones going to the solar panel, and the other 2 are the one going to the battery. Same size wire, same wire actually. Same with over here, and like I say, the 2 are on the far side over here. Underneath them, I could have 2 12 volt outputs out here. And I'm not real crazy about the controls here. As long as it charges the battery, that's all I care about. See, it's charged up now. Got a little picture of a battery. And turns off at 10. Runs 24 hours a day. There you go. Very simple. Very, very simple. 6 wires. Actually, I'm only using 4 wires. 2 coming from the solar panel in, 2 coming out, going to the battery. They both go to the same battery bank. As you can see, there's not a whole lot of difference in them. Even the readings are pretty similar on the same day. I'm not going to get much now because I got them folded up. They're there, they're out of my way, but yet I can find them. That's it. There's one more thing I've got to do. You notice I got a toggle switch. I wasn't going to say anything about it, but I got a toggle switch sitting here. I'm going to make this, put a toggle switch here, so that I can turn this thing off. I mean completely off, so I'm not lighting that LED and that LED. I don't want it running shutting my batteries down. Got those stainless steel hinges I put on there. Both of these solar panels are made somewhat alike. They got a little bit different frame, but both of them, the long frame, you can drill through it, but the narrower one, I thought about drilling into it, and I realized that it's got the sealant on it, and I don't want to break the sealant, so that's one of the reasons I mounted it sideways like that. But there's another reason. My bicycle, or my wife's bicycle's handlebars come right here, and I didn't want them touching this, and it kind of fits here too, so there it is. Kind of funny how they're made with different lines and everything, but they both put out the same amount. I can't see $dollars worth of difference in them. So for $100 each, which is $1 per watt, so I got $200 there, which includes the controllers, and I've got separate controllers, and one of them dies, I got the other one still works. So there it is. The ground wire, I don't know if I needed it. We'll see. I probably won't see. This is just a piece of conduit. I put it up here just for this to kind of rest on, and something to use my props against. And so it makes a nice storage area for the prop, and I like it. These are I just cut the end off of a couple of bungee cords and made them the length I wanted them. These are just some cheap bungee cords I bought somewhere. They'll do anything, keep them bouncing, that's all. These just kind of help support the weight, so the hinge isn't holding it all. Okay, that's my story. I'm sticking with it. Now I just need the sun to shine.